Well, good morning, everybody. This is Gordon Gilchrist welcoming you to our webinar this morning, How to Become Highly Efficient After MTD. And our guests are Global Emphasis, and some of you will have heard of Global Emphasis, and if you haven't, you will have done by the end of this hour or so. But we have known Global Emphasis. In fact, Ian Fletcher and I went to Mumbai in the year 2000 to explore what outsourcing was all about. So that was nearly 19, well, it was 19 years ago, and still Global Emphasis go on stronger than ever before. And in the context of outsourcing, Ian and I, as many of you know, have been running around the country facilitating regional meetings. I was in Oxford yesterday. I'm going to Wolverhampton next week, etc., etc. So we're going all over the place. If you haven't come to one, please see if there's space for you. Go out of patch if you find that's helpful. So go up to Edinburgh for a long weekend or go wherever. The strongest single thing that comes out time and time and time again for the last year or so is we just do not have enough people in our business to keep up with the demand. And the biggest demand is now MTD. And after the 1st of April, roughly speaking, we still have 80% plus in some firms' cases, clients that need to get in a position to become MTD compliant because we know where this is all headed. So in the context of strategy, this is a huge subject about MTD and how we systemize and work efficiencies and use people, and it's a massive issue. I think the profession has done incredibly well so far. We're probably making more money than we've made for a very long time. I foresee it will continue. Business is great, no doubt about it. We're always looking for more. But MTD is an area where clients are increasingly saying, "You're my accountant, you sort it out." So we've got our friends Global Emphasis. A point of information, I will be watching the question console team. So if you want to fire any questions, feel free to do so. I'll do my best to interject and get these questions answered. So with no more ado, we have got Antoinetta. Good morning, Antoinetta.
Hi, good morning, Gordon. Good morning, all.
Good morning, Antoinetta. Where are you based right now then, Antoinetta?
We are in Harrow on the Hill in London.
Okay, so we're in North London today. The wonders of
Yes.
technology. I am sitting in Leeds, and we have got people from all over the UK tuning in to hear your wonderful pearls of wisdom, Antoinetta, on MTD in the future. So why don't you introduce yourself? You're on keyboards, Antoinetta. I will interject as and when questions come in, or I have some questions for you. So the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Gordon. Welcome all to this webinar. So I would just like to introduce myself. My name is Antoinetta. I'm with Global Emphasis since 3 years now, and I'm an account manager helping clients, to get on board with outsourcing and make sure that it happens and and their expectations are met. So just a few words about the content of the webinar today. So we will be discussing about some MTD facts and statistics, which are really interesting, some challenges and benefits of MTD, because we have challenges but benefits as well, we believe. We will be discussing how to become efficient after MTD and how maybe outsourcing can help you with your MTD and with your needs. We would be discussing a few of our models and how you can start and how you can start with outsourcing. We will be discussing a little bit about our quality and our feedback from the client, and we have an action plan for you which hopefully will be helpful. Okay, so let's just start maybe a bit strong, and let's start with a poll and ask our audience if they are MTD ready.
All right then, team. So if you could be kind enough to answer the question, are you MTD ready, yes or no? Or if you don't know, then admit to that. So let's see how we're doing.
Okay, just a few more seconds. We're almost there.
So I can't see, Antoinetta, what's on your screen. So give us a How many
Okay.
responded? What was the answers?
So now we have 82% of our audience voted, and out of that, 73% they said that they are MTD ready, which is really good. 25% they said that they are not ready, and 3% they said that they don't know.
Okay,
So,
so that tells
okay,
us 2020 members are way ahead of the pack here.
yes. Okay, I would like to start with some MTD stats, which we found that was really interesting. And just starting by saying that HMRC polled like 500 businesses, and they found out that 43% of firms had heard about MTD through their accountant. So that means that 57% they haven't had a chat with their accountant regarding MTD, which we believe it's a quite big percent. So there's still work to do. And we also can see that 1 in 5 firms, they don't have a clear idea of when they plan to sign up. And 4% they said that they require additional information before they decide. So there is still work to do. There is still, more communication to be done with the clients. And maybe this webinar will help you to have an idea how to do that, and it will show you how to become efficient after MTD. There was also a survey which was done in September 2018, and it showed that 55% of VAT registered businesses were using an accounting software. So it means there is still companies to be put on cloud, data conversion to be made, so that it will make life easier after MTD. The survey also showed that although there has been a significant increase in the number of businesses now using an accounting software, a quarter of all businesses are still using a paper-based accounting system. And this is where we can help, and this is where accountants can help their clients. We know that there are more than 1 million businesses affected by the new scheme, the MTD, coming, and many accountants are struggling to convert clients to MTD and to compatible software. And if you need help in data conversion to move clients from maybe to Excel to any software, we are here to help. Some MTD facts, which probably you are familiar with, but probably the deadline, which starts on 1st of April. That's maybe the main one. And what we also know that not every business with a turnover over 85K has to submit, MTD VAT returns on 1st of April. So there is still time to prepare. Also, for businesses and companies who are exporting goods with EU, they will have to register for the EORI number. So if you need help with that, we are here to help. But I'm sure businesses, they have received letters from HMRC, and they should be aware of. Also, while we know that MTD and digitalization will transit into other areas such as income tax, but that will be probably in 2020, so we are still have time to prepare. So let's worry about MTD and VAT now. And as a fact, we know that in Spain, Hungary, Portugal, and Poland, they already adopted MTD and they are fully digital. And in Poland, it's very interesting that they have now clients have to file a general ledger, for example, accounts payable, accounts receivable, inventories, and fixed assets. And the survey shows that it works so well for Poland that VAT returns will soon cease to exist there. So what I'm trying to say that this gives us idea where UK is heading, and making tax digital for VAT is the starting point, and other taxes will surely follow. So we need to prepare. Okay, just a few challenges of MTD. I'm sure we all of our audience struggles with this. So we know that the deadline is fast approaching. So we need to take action, and we know that to take action, it means like we have to spend more time on the admin task, and we have to manage our workflow. We need to know the jobs are coming in. We need to know the clients that we need to register for MTD. We need to know what needs to be done after we register them. How do we communicate with them? Maybe processes and roles will become an issue. We need to know what we are doing, what our clients are doing, to agree on the roles and responsibilities. Automation and software can be a challenge for the clients that they don't want to embrace cloud, they don't want to embrace digitalization. So we need to communicate with them, we need to engage with them. We also have to train our staff and our clients to speak about them, the changes that they are coming, the steps that need to take. And you might also have resourcing challenges with the work that is coming towards you. So you need to think about it, what you need to do. Do you have enough resources, or do you have to think about that? Of course, there are benefits of MTD as well, and what we believe that MTD should be valued as an asset rather than a pain point. We think that accountants should embrace automation, and we believe that MTD coming now, it's a wake-up call for the end clients to evaluate their accounting system and their internal process. So accountants should use MTD as a tool and work together with their clients to improve, maybe change their mindset, and clients should benefit and accountants should benefit from MTD. A few of the benefits is real-time data and efficient reporting. So once MTD in place, data will be in real time, and you as an accountant can provide efficient reporting to your clients. You can provide them with smart reporting. You can provide them with reporting not at the deadline, not at the very last minute, because you will have the information way before the deadline. Now is the time to streamline the processes with your clients to see how they transmit documents to you, when they transmit it to you, and why they are doing that. It's time to embrace automation and software because it will save you time and money. Of course, this all will take time, but once everything is in place, this will be time saving for you, of course, and once all the processes are in place. And of course, as we see, a huge benefit of MTD, it will potentially increase revenue for you, so more work is coming towards you.
Antoinetta?
Yes.
So you've made the point this will potentially increase revenue for accountants. I think a number of us will be listening in saying, okay, so I've got more clients asking me to put me onto the cloud or put some bridging software in and get me over the line in terms of MTD. Where do you see with your own customers where you're helping them with all this outsourcing, where do you see the potential increase in revenue most likely coming from?
So, for example, we had clients, accountants, just doing a year-end jobs for their clients, and there would be the end client will do the bookkeeping in-house. But with the MTD and with the registration and all this admin, they are not able to handle it, so they will come to our clients, to their accountant to see, can you help me? Can you do this for me? Maybe just use some software, but we're not able to do that. We don't have time for that. Or maybe they will just use Excel, and it's now time to move into cloud. And this is when they will come for their accountants, and how accountants should embrace this. So if they're doing the bookkeeping and bookkeeping in real time, they can offer reporting, they can offer advisory to their clients, which will add value to their service, and most important, information for their client to make strategic decisions.
Fantastic. Absolutely what I was looking for. So the opportunity is huge as MTD gets bigger, not smaller. It's going to get much, much bigger now. The 1st of April is just about over, and most of us have got our heads around it now. And most of us have got our smaller clients onto the cloud, and even the clients don't know that we've done it for them. But absolutely right, the bookkeeping and the benefit of being on the cloud provides all these apps, and which was my next point. You really got to keep your eyes out chaps and ladies, about what app is coming around the corner that's going to make your job and your client's job cheaper, quicker, faster, and better. So we've got Instafile that was bought by Xero. I heard yesterday that they're thinking of offering accounts preparation and filing for free if you're a Xero customer. That's a huge leap if they do that. If that comes off, Tax Filer bought by Iris. Nothing's changed so far, but watch this space, I suppose. And so your question then is, as an accountancy firm, is will I be buying Iris, CCH, Digital tax software, accounts preparation software, the way that we used to do for the last 20 or 30 years? Or will we be switching to things like Instafile or Tax Filer or the equivalent, which in terms of pricing structure is missing probably 2 zeros, if not 3 zeros, but in actual fact is streamlined to cloud software. So if I am doing a job that used to take me a day, and I've got the wisdom and foresight with people like Antoinetta to say, look, this app will save you a day, I'll use that app, but it'll take me 10 minutes. So do I charge the client 10 minutes, or do it still charge £300? And the answer is you'll charge £300 until such time as everyone knows it's only taking you 10 minutes. So the opportunity to increase revenue rises exponentially for those firms that are twigging which app is saving me the most amount of time, but providing me with a better outcome. Sorry to take over there, but I just wanted to make that point there, Antoinetta. Back to you.
Yeah, thank you. So let's move to the next slide and see how to become efficient after MTD kicks in. So first, you would probably need to work out what task takes you the most time. So maybe it is chasing the client for documents. Is it the processing that takes time? Is it the admin? You have to see where you can improve, where you can save time, and you have to eliminate the bottlenecks. So in that case, you can be more efficient. Then you will probably have to evaluate your resources to see if you can do this in-house with your existing staff. Do you need to hire, or do you want to hire more staff, or can you maybe outsource this work? So you can outsource the compliance and maybe focus on advisory. And this probably you need to look at. Then the next steps will be take control of your firm's workflow, look at streamlining your processes and automate as much as you can. So if you can, invest in technology to increase your practice efficiency. Know what jobs are coming, use software to eliminate processing, maybe outsource the compliance, know your timelines, plan ahead, which is really important, and maybe eliminate admin by using apps. So what I'm trying to say here, you can maybe automate the communication. There are many apps in the market where you can just set up follow-up emails with your clients. Please, it is time to send your paperwork, your bank statements. You can even opt for text messages, where you can just send a text message to your clients because maybe emails are forgotten. So if you send a text message to your client, he will remember that he needs to send the paperwork. And I think it's really important to hold your clients accountable. So if you agree the timelines to send the documents, let's say by the 15th, and if they haven't sent it, just please give them a call and discuss with them why they haven't sent it, or what can you do to help them. Also, it is very important to help your staff to perform at their best. So because your company, it's your staff as well, and your staff are facing the client. So you need to communicate, the changes that are coming now with the MTD. You need to communicate the changes and the new ways of working, and why you are doing this and how you will be doing this. Offer them training if they need it. Set clear goals with them, and just maybe if you have many clients on Excel and you want to put them into cloud, just set the goals and tell them how many clients they need to convert into cloud every quarter, and then have meetings every quarter to see what has been done and what needs to be done, still the next step. And of course, it's good to encourage your staff, to fully participate in this change, and ask them to put their input and suggestions on how to do things better, because they are facing the clients probably. They know the clients and they will know what things are working with some of the clients and will not work with the other clients. And what we believe that, MTD is all about, how to re-educate your clients. So you need to be out there to get in touch with them, to explain them the changes that they are coming, to explain them that, things are changing and, the new ways of working, and you have to explain them your expectation and what can be done. In these times, the quality of the records brought it by your clients is now very, very important. And when you onboard clients, it's really important to clarify expectations from the beginning, so there are no surprises. You have to put roles and responsibilities in place, so the clients know that who is doing what. The timelines are clear, and the client needs to know when to have the information ready for you and what is happening if he misses the deadline. Now we have another poll which we would like to ask our audience. So if we can, so we would like to know if they have the necessary resources to become efficient after MTD with all the changes that they are coming. Okay, so I can see that almost 50% voted.
What's interesting here is that there's a number of people who don't know, because presumably we haven't done the research. Very pleasing, of course, 2020 members, obviously. 58%, 60% coming through saying, yeah, we feel we've got it. 20% who've done their sums are coming out saying, no, we are not sufficiently resourced. This is a huge thing. This is what I mentioned right at the beginning. And now we're nearly there. Any more votes? Please just vote in, because it's quite useful to hear what everyone else is up to. I'm sure you love to know what everyone else is up to. There we go. So we've got 60% saying we're good to go, 17% saying we are not good to go, and 25%, 24% are saying we're not sure. So we can sort of count half of them probably as saying no, which takes us up to 30% plus of our listeners today feeling under-resourced, and you're pleased to know you are not alone. But we have an answer, don't we, Antoinetta?
Yes, we do. So maybe outsourcing is the answer. So I would like you to speak a little bit about outsourcing and how it can help you with MTD. So I'm sure our audience knows today what is outsourcing, and let's see how it can help you. So it can give you access to skilled resources. So we are on the market now since 1999, and we have 170 staff in our office in Mumbai. And our senior managers are with us for more than 10 years, and their experience is very, very valued for us. So if you have resources that you need, just please get in touch, and I'm sure we can help you. Outsourcing can help you as well, that by offering you real-time data on demand, because what we can do for you, every client works differently, and we would work on your requirements. So if you have clients that they need daily service, we can offer that. If they just need monthly service, it's fine for us as well. So we can work around your needs. So please get in touch. Outsourcing can free up your time. So you can outsource the compliance and just focus on advisory, as we said before. Outsourcing can help you to move clients onto cloud. If you're not sure how to do that, if you don't know how to move clients into a software, we can help you with that. There will be no need for training or recruitment costs. So if you decide to outsource and not to hire staff in your office, then there will be no training costs. There will be no PAYE cost for you. Also, it will allow you to take on more jobs, because you can use outsourcing in your peak time. There's no minimum commitment with us, so you can start with a few jobs. But if you have more jobs coming in, if you just let us know in time, that we can help you with that. Also, we believe that outsourcing makes compliance more profitable because it's a cheaper resource than doing it in-house. So then you can focus on advisory, you can focus on giving advice to your client, and you can probably charge more. And it also, outsourcing can support and assist you in your growth plan because you don't have to worry about the processing, about the compliance. You can go out and sell your services. Just a few words about us, if you haven't heard about us so far. So we are Global Emphasis, as we like to call ourselves, GI. So we are one of the pioneers of accounts outsourcing since 1999. This year, we are celebrating our 20th anniversary. We proud ourselves with trust and quality, as over the years we work with 100 plus UK practices. Out of that, 18 in top 100 and 3 of them in top 20. And we are now an award-winning company providing award-winning solutions for you. And as you can see in the picture, yeah, we have Arun, our CEO there. He's based here in our office in Harrow. We have Kehul there. He's based in our office in Mumbai. And of course, you know, Ian and Gordon.
Absolutely. Now, I was with a regional meeting in London last week, and one of the firm members had 13 staff, and what he did was he actually got rid of all 13 staff about 2 or 3 years ago, and now outsources with, I think, 15 people in India. So it's just him back in the UK. Sorry, one assistant now to manage the fee earners in India. And he has now doubled his profits, and he's now asking me to go out and buy smaller accounting firms. So he just tucks in all the acquisitions using this, scalable resource. Let's call it a scalable resource, as far as he's concerned, without limit. So coming back to that previous slide, all those benefits of outsourcing are genuine. Thank you, Antonetta. They're genuine, assisting your growth, assisting profitability. That's freed up his time. And I know it's an extreme case, but it doesn't half make the point that what's in front of you is true, it's real. I have a firm not listening this morning, and in the Surrey area, there's 35 people in their office, and they've just hired their 11th. In fact, it's offshoring. You call it SOS. We'll come to that, where they've got their own full-time employee. They've now got 11 people working abroad to support the firm's growth and infrastructure. So it's real enough, and it's a very valuable and viable option. So let's look at those options then, Antonetta.
Yes, so it's really good to hear that there are accountants there that are embracing outsourcing. So I would like to talk a little bit about our models. So our main model is pay as you go, and it's always fixed fee. So here at Global Emphasis, we work on a fixed fee policy. So you will always know from the beginning how much you need to pay, and that will never change. So let me give you an example for a set of year-end accounts. So what we need to see and what we need to look before we quote for it, we need to look at the volume of transactions, and we need to look at your requirements. And based on that, we will quote you a fee. So once you agree to it, then we will start working on it. Pay as you go is a very good model for those ones who want to try outsourcing, to see how it works for them, to see the quality and to see the support. And as I mentioned before, there is no minimum commitment with us. So if you have 1 or 2 jobs per month, or if you have 10 or 15, that's good enough for us. You just have to let us know a little bit of planning ahead. It's always good. So as I said before, each job is priced differently because each job is different. And with this model will allow you to be flexible, and it would be a good start for your company. We have another product which is called SMART, which stands for Solution for Management, Accounting, Reporting, and Tax. This is our product which is very good for companies that they would like to outsource their accounts department. So what Smart offers to our clients is a fully digital accounts department service, of course, MTD compliance services. So what we would do for our clients would be bookkeeping, the VAT returns. We would be providing management accounts. We would be providing bespoke smart reporting, because every job is different. So maybe they have some special reporting needs. We can do payroll for our clients. We would provide you with the year-end accounts, the corporation tax, and self-assessment tax returns. So what this means for you, you as an accountant can take this product from us, white label it, and sell it to your clients. And we would provide you with all the back office service. We would provide you with the reporting and everything. All those will go to you. You will review it, and you can have your regular meeting with your clients, which can be monthly or quarterly, and then you can just go and advise your clients. Another product that we have that Gordon mentioned before is the SOS model, which stands for Shared Outsourcing Solutions, which is a dedicated staffing model. So this differs from the Smart in a few ways. So, for example, if you have enough work to keep one person busy, probably it's more cost effective to have one person working for you full time. And how does it work? So you let us know that you need a full-time person. We will look for it. We will hire it. We will train it for you. We will give him the space in our office in Mumbai, and from there will be managed by you. Will be on our payroll, but will be managed by you. You will also have a dedicated manager who is in charge with the staff there, but he will be directly reporting to you. So, for example, if you have a job which is more urgent than the job you sent yesterday, then you can just tell him, just please leave that and start with the one which is more important. With this model, there's an annual fixed fee, which will be invoiced to you on a monthly basis, and there are many advantages of this model, because you can have control over the staff. You have the allocated share manager. You can have discussions with him every now and then if you need to let him know that we need some training in some areas, we need to improve somewhere. You don't have to worry if for example, if the staff is leaving, we will have to replace it for you. So we'll make sure that you have somebody available. And the working hours are very close to the UK hours. So that will be from Monday to Friday, probably from 7-8 o'clock into 3:30. So you can plan your work that way. They will start a little bit earlier because of the time difference. But if you give them the task in the afternoon, they can finish it by the time you come into the office. I would like to speak a little bit about the feedback and the quality control. So quality is our most important factor, and how do we achieve that? So we are ISO 9001 and 27001 certified, and we ask our clients feedback after every job, which we believe is very important, because this is the only way we know that we have done well or we have done wrong, and if we have done wrong, where we need to improve and what we need to do. So your feedback is very important, even if the job was good, because then we know that we have done good. And every accountant works differently, and how you need to treat us is one of your staff, just not sitting in your office, just sitting in the office in Mumbai. And of course, you will need to give him time to get used to your ways of working. And we are here to help you out, and you will have to let us know how you'd like us to work on your jobs. Also, how do we ensure quality is that we have a review process. So every job is reviewed twice before it's being sent out to you. So, for example, for a year-end job, we say that if you receive the job and you have to spend more than 2 hours to review the job, then we haven't done a good job. So it shouldn't take you very, very much time to review the job. I would like to give you an example of one of our clients that they are with us more than 5-6 years now. And at the beginning, they were really reluctant to outsource, but for some, they have lost 50% of their staff. So they had around 6-7 people working in the office, but for some reason, 2 or 3 of them left. So they were in trouble, and they couldn't recruit because at that time there was an issue. They couldn't find the right person. So at that time they decided to outsource, and they started with the pay-as-you-go model because they started slowly, and then after that they started to scale up. So last year they visited our office in India twice, and then they met the team, they developed a relationship, they invested time in the outsourcing process. So now they're really up to date, it's working really well. They're using our SOS model where they have the dedicated where they have our dedicated staff. So what I'm trying to say here that if you decide to outsource, it really takes time, and you need to invest into the relationship, and you have to treat them like a new member of staff because we have a learning curve as well. So if somebody is coming into your office working for you tomorrow, you will spend time with him and train him. And it's very important to give feedback on every single job, so we know where we have to improve. We have an action plan for you, which hopefully will help you, working out your next steps that you need to do. And with the MTD, which now with MTD is coming, is a substantial change. And it's really pushing the industry to truly embrace digitalization and improve efficiency. And, they try to reduce human error in text submission. So you really need to see if you have enough resources, to do that. And also, where you have to start is you have to know what needs to be done. So of course you have to evaluate your clients to see if they have to be registered under the scope of MTD, or if they are using the compatible software. Then you will need to evaluate your internal processes to see if there is any software on the market, and if you can embrace automation that way that you can save time and money. After that, after evaluating your client's position, see where they are and what you can do with them. It's good to make the plan. It's very good to make the plan and see what are the next steps. It's really good to set up the timelines and the deadlines, and go out and engage with your clients, because as we said before, MTD is all about engaging with your clients and let them know your expectations, let them know your changes. It's very important to have regular internal meetings with your staff to see where you are, to evaluate constantly what has been done, and to work on the next step. So I would like to maybe finish and say, if you need help, and please contact us and let us help you to make that doable.
I think that's a tremendous checklist, and if you can honestly answer the questions 1 through 8, do you know what needs to be done? If you don't, we should admit it. Let's look at the internal processes. One of us needs to have an eye to the technology that's coming out almost on a daily basis. So we can't just accept, oh, well, we're going to go with 0 because blah, 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 because no doubt at that time it was the right decision, but tomorrow it may be the wrong decision, or there's a new app that's come on that's streamlined, whether you put Receipt Bank or AutoRec. These are important questions that you need to challenge somebody, say, well, I don't know. So where do we go and find support for the software and automation? So that, and Kevin Salter, as many of you know, is our IT chap. And if you are struggling with that type of question, then do get in touch with us. Question 3, evaluate your client's position. Have you got a list of which clients need to be, should be, shouldn't be, would like to be over my dead body? Do we have that list? And based on that, we can obviously then make it, the simple version is a spreadsheet, and say, right, these clients need to be on by this day. Have we engaged with our clients? What's the letter going to look like? The email? Is there going to be a telephone conversation? Who's going to make that call? Who's doing the demonstration webinar? So we just need to answer these questions. So we actually do have an action plan. How often do we keep in touch with our team? You might say we don't do it. We do it quarterly. We do it monthly. We do it 6 monthly. Is that good enough? Probably not. Answer the question. We need to sit with our cloud team once a fortnight, maybe once a week, maybe once a day to start off with, just to make sure the plan is moving along, even if it's 15 minutes. And then we just look back and say every month, how did we do? So I love the list. Answer those questions honestly, and I think you'll find the plan is not as onerous as perhaps it's not as daunting as at first it might appear. Back to you.
I just have a question to our audience. We have a book, we have an ebook, which is everything you need to know about outsourcing. So I would like to know if there's somebody in the audience who would like to receive a copy of our ebook. So,
great idea. Lovely. Well, why not? I think is the answer. Goodness me. Just keep chunking the boat. We'll get those. It's an ebook, yeah. So we'll get that out to people, will we? Is that the plan, Antoinetta?
yeah, that's our plan. So we'll send them the ebook. We'll send them the ebook. So we have 60% voted. We'll just keep it for a few more seconds. Yeah. So we have 78% that they decided they want to see.
Right. So if you don't want it, obviously you won't get it. Would this be an appropriate time to ask the question, Antoinetta, about, or do you want to put the next slide up and show them where you're going around the world in this year?
Yes. So these are the few events that we will be there. So if you are in the area and you want to speak with us, just please come say hello, and we can discuss and we can see where we can help. Our next event will be a context, and I'm sure most of you are going. And just wanted to let you know that Heather Townsend will be joining, and she's an award-winning author working with accountants. So if you want to have a chat with her, just please come and say hi at our stand.
All right, very good. Let me just launch one last question. Would you be interested in finding out more about Global Emphasis and their services? There we go. If you could just let us know whether you are very interested or not interested at all, that would be very helpful. So let me just, there we go. There we are. Thank you very much. Just to see how we're doing. I mean, strategically, I think the whole world is recognizing one way or the other we need to get the workloads done. Demand is outstripping supply by some margin. There was a survey coming out last week saying that yet again there was a 12% increase or decrease depending which way you look at it, but not another 12%. We are worse off of the number of people for the number of for the demand. So the accounting profession really is entering an area in the UK and probably America and the Western world generally where we're just simply, clients are asking so much of us. It's a wonderful place to be, but if we can't get it over the line, we need to think, well, what's plan B? How do we get to a position where we are outsourcing, offshoring, SOS, the ways that have been offering? So that's wonderful, team. Those that have voted, thank you very much. I'll close that, if I may. Super. And I'll pass the final remarks back to you, Antoinetta.
I just wanted to say thank you all for listening. And because you're a member of 2020, you have a free trial with us. So you can actually try out our services to see how it works, to see the quality. So you have our contact details there. Just please get in touch, and somebody from our team will explain you how to start and what we can do for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Antoinetta. Thank you, everyone, for listening. I hope you found it helpful. I did. Have a good day, and we'll be in touch. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.
Thanks. Bye-bye.